Have you ever heard the expression comfort food? Well, in this mini class, I am going to explain everything about this expression and I am going to give you some examples of this type of food. So let's begin. Hello and welcome to our first mini class of the year 2022. Today we are going to be learning about this expression, comfort food, and I am going to speak English, as you can see. Okay, so let's begin. First, we are going to analyze two different definitions. The first definition is from the Cambridge Dictionary, and as you can see, we have the word comfort food, the expression. It is a noun and it can be countable. So you can say food or foods or uncountable, depending on the situation. Okay? And below you can see the pronunciation too. Yes? Comfort food. All right? Well, the first definition says the type of food that people eat when they are sad or worried. Often sweet food or food that people ate as children. This is the first definition. And the second, which is taken from the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, says food that makes you feel better, often because it contains a lot of sugar or because it reminds you of home. So, analyzing these two definitions, we can say that comfort food refers to food that makes you feel good because this food provides some kind of psychological or emotional comfort, right? They, this type of food, are usually or is usually high in calorie content, but not always, okay? Because this type of food, as you can see, changes from person to person, from culture to culture, because it is what makes you feel good. And maybe you feel good when you eat chocolate, and I feel good when I eat fruit. Okay? So it's not always high in calories, but usually. Okay, this type of food is also associated with the person's childhood. It's kind of nostalgic, yes? It makes you think about something that maybe your parents, mother, father, your grandparents, grandmother, grandfather gave you when you were a child to feel fine, to feel better if you were sad. So, this is the connection with this food. Probably this food makes you think about when you were a child and it has a positive association. Yes, you associate this with something that was positive for you when you were a child. Maybe a person, maybe a place. Okay? Good. And another characteristic is that it's usually used to refer to food that is prepared in a simple way and at home. So it is homemade. we can say. Okay? These are the most important characteristics of this type of food. Okay, let's continue now thinking about what are the most important comfort foods. As we said before, this type of food can change from person to person, from culture or country to culture, to another culture or to another country. Okay? So it's difficult to say which is the most important type of food, of comfort food. Okay? But there was a study carried out in the USA that suggested that the most important comfort food was different if the person who was answering was a woman or if it was a man. So, in the case of women, they said that the most important comfort food was ice cream, then chocolate, and then cookies. And in the case of men, they said that the most important comfort food for them was ice cream first, but then soup, and then pizza or pasta. Okay, so it was different for men and for women. There you have the source, yes, where I took this information from, if you want to check it. So let's think about now our country, right? In our country, in Argentina, we can say that maybe the most popular comfort foods are milk jam. Maybe from the picture you can have an idea, yes, is this sweet thing that we use to spread on bread, yes, for example. Then another comfort food can be croissants. And then we have this other word, which is probably new, which is something that we have here in Argentina, but it doesn't exist in other countries in the same way. And this we can translate it as little meat pies. Little pies, actually, meat, because I think the most popular ones are the ones that contain meat, but they can contain other things too. And then something else is barbecue, which is very popular in Argentina, a comfort food, we can say, and maybe bread and butter. Remember, this can change from person to person, so these can be my ideas and maybe you think something different, right? Okay, I hope this information has been useful, and if you want to practice all this, I invite you to download the worksheet that you are going to find in the information box below this video, and you can practice all the vocabulary that we have learned. So, thank you very much for watching this lesson, and I see you in another mini class. Bye-bye.